Hello, hello. I'm Christy Cascello with the Global Keto Connection, and it's time for some Saturday Night Bites. So tonight we are making keto maple bacon wrapped pork bites with 5, we're not messing around, 5 dipping sauces. So we're going to go ahead and get started. And the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven. So preheat it to 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 218.3 degrees Celsius. Hi Rick, thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm going to point this down so we can get started. We need to get our pork bites in the oven. They bake for about 20 minutes. And during that 20 minutes, I am hoping to get all 5 sauces done for you guys. So here we go. Hopefully this is all on the camera. I can see it all, so I'm hoping it doesn't cut any of it off. But this is fairly simple. So all of the recipes that I am making today are all pinned above. And for this specific recipe, I am using bitesizedkitchen.com. It was not a keto recipe. I'm keto-fying it. So, simple enough. Instead of using maple syrup, use a sugar-free maple syrup. In the recipe, it calls for 7 strips of thinly sliced bacon, and they have a note on here stating to make sure to use thinly sliced bacon so the bacon will cook through without drying out your pork. So that's a note, a tip, very important. If you don't have thinly sliced bacon, then you can bake your thicker sliced bacon in the oven 5 to 8 minutes prior to wrapping your pork cubes so they can finish cooking in the oven. So the pork you're going to cut is going to be 1 inch. So I've pre-done that so that we're not on here too long, but you're going to cut it about 1 inch squares. You want them all to kind of be the same so that they'll cook evenly. But the recipe calls for the 7 strips of bacon, 1/2 pound pork tenderloin, 1/4 teaspoon onion powder, salt, and pepper. So let's come back down here. We're going to do this fairly simple. It says that the bacon can be cut in thirds. I would recommend cutting them in half so that they wrap all the way around your cubes. And they don't shrink. The other tip was that when you wrap the bacon around your meat, to have the seam side of the bacon down so that you don't get as much shrinkage. But I am working with what I have based on our just coming back from our trip and our quarantine. So I am going to season the pork. Here is another really great tip, you guys. When you cut your pork, make sure that it's partly frozen because it makes it so much easier to cut that way without the meat having give or tearing with your knife. So if you already have it all thawed out, you can stick it in the freezer for about an hour in order to get that slightly frozen. Or when you take it out of the oven, take it out of the freezer and you are thawing it out, when you've gotten to that half frozen or almost all thawed out stage, then you're going to cut it so that it is super easy. So we're just going to wrap all these on here. Looks like I have an extra, so why not use that, right? And like I said, I had very little bacon, and so because of that, there is a glare. Because of that, I just used a Q-tip, or a toothpick on there. Okay, so I'm using a broiler pan. It makes it really easy. The grease actually goes in here, but it's better for your bacon to crisp up. Hi Kathy Jean, welcome, welcome everybody who's coming on. I know for a lot of you it's early morning, and some of you it might be early afternoon. For me it's evening. So get your little broiler pan on here, make sure to spray it. We don't want our bacon sticking or our meat. I'm using coconut spray. You can use, well, that glare is bad. I'm using a coconut spray. You can use olive oil spray. You don't even have to use a spray, you can just wipe it on there. Or like an avocado spray, I know that there's those out there. And we are gonna put our, again, I hope none of this is cut off for you guys. Get this out of the way. Okay, so I did some pre because I didn't want to waste a whole lot of time for you guys. So I'm just going to throw these on there. Again, you're going to preheat your oven for 425 Fahrenheit or 218 Celsius. And we're going to get these in there and they're going to bake for about 20 minutes. So we've got a few. And this is what they look like beforehand. Okay, we're going to get them in there. Okay, I've got 20 minutes, so I'm hoping to get all 5 sauces made. So our first sauce is by the actual recipe that the pork bites are, and it is called a maple aioli. Again, they use regular maple sauce. We do not. We are keto, we use sugar-free. So that's what we're gonna do. So, it's with mayo and it's with maple syrup. 3 tablespoons of each, super simple. But every single sauce that I am making is mayo based, and so we make our own. We call it cajolanaise, and we're gonna make that first. So let me get those ingredients. Hopefully you've got a full view of this. If you don't, please let me know so I can adjust. For our, I'm trying to get all the ingredients in front of you, and then we're gonna do this hopefully super quick. So we've got full egg and an egg yolk, 2 cups of oil. I would highly suggest light, not olive, not extra virgin olive oil, but light olive oil. I think there's a blue label on that one. It's got a mild flavor and it works best for the mayo. You can also use, depending on your taste palette, you can also use an avocado oil. Here in Switzerland, for those that you don't know where I'm at, we don't have the light olive oil, and the other olive oils just are not good for this. We've tried with the avocado oil. We didn't care for that either. So anyway, we have this rapeseed oil, which is actually a high quality oil made from the rape flower, and it has extra omega-3s. So it's really good. It's got extra vitamins. So this is the one that we use. So we'll get back to it. Otherwise, this is going to take longer than my 20 minutes. Okay, so for this, we've got 1 full egg, 1 egg yolk. I'm doubling my batch. So 2 cups of the oil. I'm going to pour it right into there. Then 2 teaspoons of lemon juice. I'm using what's in the bottle. And 2 teaspoons of white vinegar. So we've got that. I'm going to pour that right in. half a teaspoon of salt. So I use pink salt. So if you use pink salt, that is ideal. Got good electrolytes in it and other things that we need when we're doing the keto. So we're gonna do a half teaspoon of this. Put that right in there. And using an immersion blender, we're just gonna blend this up and make our mayo. Sorry, it's gonna be a little loud for just a minute. And there we go. Easy, simple. You know what's in it. There's not all those extra preservatives. You're gonna keep your mayo, if you make this, keep it stored in the fridge. I think it stays good for about 3 to 5 days. So not long term, like when you buy mayo, of course, because it doesn't have all that stuff in it. But typically, if you're keto, you're using mayo quite a bit. And we're using it for, I think, every single one of our recipes today. And there we go. We got, oh, and a glare. Heavens, sorry guys. Okay, so we got our mayo. That's gonna go in every single recipe. So that was cacholainese, and that is done. So our next, our dipping sauce that we are gonna start with is one that came with the recipe, and that's gonna be 3 tablespoons of mayo and 3 tablespoons of the syrup. Get that done, bring it down. You can use whatever sugar-free syrup that you guys want. And once we get this all in here, we're gonna whisk it up. I think I'm gonna use a knife to get this out of here. So I am using the Frank's Bakery Syrup. There's 0 carbs in this. So this recipe, guys, with the bacon wrapped pork bites and with this specific dipping sauce is 0 carbs. So you can't beat that, right? I'm just gonna whisk it until it's all incorporated. And we are going to taste it. Always taste. You can't serve anything without tasting it, right? So, taste that. It's really good. It's really tasty. Okay. Each one of the dipping sauces is going to go in here. We will end up with all 5. Move some of this out of the way. And we'll pour this one right in the middle. So again, all of the recipes that I'm making today, all of the 5 dipping sauces and the pork bites Those are all pinned above. You can just go up there to see it. Okay, so that is our first dipping sauce. Okay, next one. We are gonna make a basic keto dipping sauce. Oh, in case I didn't say, because I want to make sure to say the recipes I'm making it from, bitesizedkitchen.com was the pork bites and the maple aioli. We keto-fied it though. 0 carbs. Okay, so the next one is going to be a basic keto dipping sauce, and that one is by betterthanbreadketo.com. Very simple. So with this one, we are going to do, let me bring you down again, I don't want you guys to miss anything. 4 tablespoons of mayo this time. Let me rinse this out really quick. Okay. So this one is 4 tablespoons mayo, 2 tablespoons ketchup, and pepper. Okay, so that was our 4 tablespoons of mayo. I don't know if you guys are asking questions or making comments. I can't really see. So if you are, I'm not ignoring you. I'll get back to you probably afterwards. So you want to make sure to use a sugar-free ketchup when possible. I only have access to the low sugar ketchup, and so with this one it is two carbs for 10 grams, so this would be about 30 grams or less, so about 6 carbs for this, and I'm not going to eat the whole thing myself, so one's not too bad at all. And we need to add pepper. Okay, now we're just going to whisk this one up. Fairly simple, but it doesn't have to be hard, right? Just has to be good. Okay, just that one. Give this one a little taste. It's good. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna put that one in here. Now mind you, the recipe that's pinned, the recipes that are pinned above actually had double the amount than what I am making, but because I'm making 5 of them, I don't need to make the full recipe. So I think I pretty much cut each recipe in half. All right, there is that one. Okay, so we have 8 minutes on the timer, 3 more to go, so let's get to this. The next one is our Big Mac sauce. The Big Mac sauce is a recipe using seekinggoodEats.com. And I think a lot of us that have been eating keto have made the Big Mac salad, have made the Big Mac sauce. people have made it and like it. It's absolutely delicious. If you haven't made it, you need to. Okay, so with this recipe, we are doing 3 tablespoons of mayo. And this is just mayo, pickles, onion, the sugar-free or low-sugar ketchup, some sweetener, and dill pickle juice. Okay, there's our 3 tablespoons of mayo. And then we're going to throw in a tablespoon of finely diced pickles and half a teaspoon of dill pickle juice. I'm going to put all that in there. Then we have our 1.5 tablespoon of onion, also finely diced. Our half a teaspoon of sugar, and 1.5 tablespoons of ketchup. Like that. And again, whisk it up. And never forget to taste. Oh my God, so good. Big Mac sauce is it. Okay. I'm gonna put this one in our little dipping bowl. And if you guys run out of dip, you know, it's always easy to make more. Here we go. There's our next dip. Looks good, right? Okay. That was dip number 3. Dip number 4 is a keto Thai dipping sauce. And I got that one from myketokitchen.com. It's under the Keto Thai chicken meatballs, but I just used it for the sauce. Again, it's mayo based. So the ingredients are the mayonnaise that we've made, some sriracha sauce, some coconut aminos. It actually says tamari sauce, that's soy sauce, but we used coconut aminos, and some sesame oil. So we are going to start off with 3 tablespoons of our mayo. and then a tablespoon of sriracha. One and a half tablespoons of the coconut aminos. And a teaspoon of the sesame oil. That was all in there together. Let me rinse this off really quick. And give it a good whisk. Has anybody had these sauces that we're making today? We're making the 5 sauces. The one I'm making now is the Thai dipping sauce. We made the basic keto dipping sauce, the Big Mac salad sauce, and the maple aioli. And then after this is called a comeback sauce. Okay, give this a little taste. This is what it looks like. It's got some kick to it. Woo! I think the hubby's gonna love this one. Okay. This one's spicy, I'm not gonna lie. But, oh, there's our timer. Hold on. So here's what they look like. I think I want them to be a little crispier, so I'm going to put them on broil for about a minute. And then we'll check them. Okay. Sorry guys, messy chef in the house. All right, and pour this one right there. Okay. And now we have that one. Filling up our tray. All right. Last one is called the comeback sauce. It is, I found it on averycooks.com, where she has 5 easy mustard sauces, dips, and marinades. That minute was quick. Let me check on that. I think we're gonna go 1 more minute. Okay. So anyway, this is hers. Recipes are not keto, but her comeback sauce looked really good, and it is keto. Except she says regular ketchup, but you know, we tweak everything to make it work for our keto lifestyle. So sugar-free it is. Okay, so here we go. 3 tablespoons of mayo once again. By the way, with that Thai dipping sauce that I just made, it does have quite a bit of kick to it. So if you want it less spicy, just use less sriracha. Okay, so here we are. That looks much better. Look at that. Delish. All right, we're gonna set this aside. Let it cool for a minute. While we finish our last sauce. So our last sauce is the comeback sauce. It is a mustard sauce. So we have our 3 tablespoons of mayo. We're going to do a tablespoon of our sugar-free, low sugar ketchup. Then a tablespoon of mustard. Put that in there. Next is 2 teaspoons of sriracha. This one has a little sriracha in it as well. I think I'm going to use 1 teaspoon. Put that in there. So we have 2 dips that are going to have a little bit of a kick. After that, 1½ teaspoons of lemon juice. That's 1 1/2. 1/2 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Quarter teaspoon of garlic. Quarter teaspoon of onion. And a quarter teaspoon or to taste of pepper. So I'm just gonna twist this on here. How much of that mayo we used up? Okay. Rinse off my whisk real quick. And now we're going to give this one a good stir, and this is our mustard-based comeback sauce. So if you're watching me live, drop a 1 down in the comments. Thank you for joining. Hi Mark, hi Maria. If this looks like something you guys would be interested in and you're gonna make it, let me know what you think. I mean, who doesn't love things wrapped in bacon, right? So this is our bacon wrapped pork bites with the 5 sauces that we're making. And I'm gonna give this one a little taste. You definitely have that mustard taste in there. It is a lot more subtle than the Thai one that we made where it had quite a bit of kick. So now we're going to add this one. Let me rinse my little spatula. I know we've had a lot of new people join us in the last week. Thank you, Mr. Eric, Mr. Low Carb, for bringing extra people our way. Where are you guys watching from? I am in Switzerland, for those that don't know. And I'm on here every Saturday making Saturday night bites. Keto friendly. so we can live this fabulous lifestyle and be our healthiest selves. There we go. That is our 5th sauce. And just to have a little extra in case this is not enough, I'm going to, a little deal right here, pour in some hickory smoked Walden Farms barbecue sauce. I don't have access to the, I think it's G Hughes that you guys all have in the States. So I have this one. It's very good. And just listen apart. I'll just pour a little bit of that in there to have it on the side, just as a little extra. So here's what we have. This is what we've made. We have our cachonaise that I made and shared the recipe with you guys. We have the maple aioli, which was made with mayo and sugar-free maple syrup. We have the basic keto dipping sauce, which was made with mayo, sugar-free ketchup, and pepper. We have our Big Mac sauce, which was made with mayo, mustard, white vinegar, pickle onion, stevia. Make sure that's right. Big Mac sauce, mayo, finely diced pickles, finely diced onion, sugar-free ketchup, sweetener, and dill pickle juice. That's what we made with that one. Then after that, we made the Thai dipping sauce, which has a bit of a kick. If you guys like kick, you'll love that one. And that one was just mayo, sriracha, coconut aminos, which is soy sauce, but a more keto-friendly version, and some sesame oil. And then finally, we made the mustard-based comeback sauce, which was mayo, sugar-free ketchup, mustard, sriracha, lemon juice, Worcestershire sauce, garlic powder, onion powder, and black pepper. I tasted them all and they are delicious. Trust me, trust me. And now we're going to plate the star of the show, which is our bacon wrapped pork bites. All right, so here they are. And they were, I cut them in 1-inch cubes. I baked them at 425 for 20 minutes. Then I decided to give them a 2-minute broil after that, just to get that bacon a little extra crispy. We did this on a broiling pan so that the grease has a place to go and it doesn't just make your bacon mushy, but you can have crispy. The idea is to do this with half slices of bacon so that it wraps all the way around, seam side down, and then that way you actually don't have to use toothpicks. But I needed to stretch my bacon a little bit further, so it covered it 3/4 of the way. I used toothpicks to hold them in place, and those toothpicks will now work perfectly to dip in our sauce. And there we have it. So there we go. Bacon wrapped pork bites. Keeping it keto with all of our sauces. The sauces all came out delicious, and now we have a variety for dipping our meat. This is great for snacks, lunch, dinner, parties. You need some ideas to take this. This is absolutely delicious. And this video for easy, to find it easier, will be posted on our YouTube channel, also called Global Keto Connection. So you can find this later. The recipes that I used today are all pinned at the top, so you guys can find the recipes for yourselves. And yeah, if you like this video and you think others would like this, might want to make it, go ahead and share it out. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys like this. If you make this, post a photo, let us know what you think, post a review. And make any one of those 5 sauces that I make. They're absolutely, every single one of them, absolutely delicious. So thank you very much for tuning in, you guys. I'll see you later next Saturday with Saturday Night Bites. Tomorrow, Catherine will be on with her Sunday Surprises live. And then Tuesday, we cook live for you as well. All the recipes that we make on Tuesdays and Thursdays, Thursday Inside the Kitchen, can be found in the announcements, and also all of our updates are in the announcements. Every week, every day, I'm in there trying to motivate you guys, trying to inform you guys, share information that we've learned along the way, and any videos that we make. So thank you very much. Have a great day.